skip steps. Tonight's that first step up the mountain. Soak in every moment. Leave every blood, sweat, and tear you have left. Leave it out there for your brothers. That's what you're fighting for tonight. For the love of that, for the love of Maysville, for the love of our community. I've thought this every night before I went to bed, like, don't let special pass you by. Hey, we're all right. We're all right. We would make shots, but it starts with our defense. Listen, we've been here before, right? We've been in this exact same spot. But we got to play a little bit harder. Okay, our season's on the line. Our season right now is on the line. it's winning time, okay? We got to lock in. We got to play great defense. Let's blow the roof off this place. There's step one of our journey. We know how hard we have to play at tournament time to be elite. Because if we do that, we're going to be really dangerous.
AVC Sports and 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON present high school basketball. Now let's go courtside for tonight's game.
Good evening. Welcome to boys high school basketball tournament action presented by ABC Sports. Tonight, the Maysville Panthers are searching for their second straight appearance in the state finals this year in Division 4 as they face the Wyoming Cowboys at Pam Smith Evans Arena at Wittenberg University in the state semifinal. I'm Dave Hilliard, and along with my partner, Dr. Richard Hall, we've got all the action on Nash ICON 98.5 and 107.9. I'm also going to mention we've got a stream going on our YouTube channel, YRP TV, but we do not have live video. We're not allowed. The state has an exclusive contract with Spectrum, so if you want the live stream of the game, you've got to be a Spectrum subscriber to see this one tonight. Maysville enters this game on an 8-game winning streak, 25-3 overall, and their opponent, Wyoming, has a 7-game winning streak of their own and a 25-2 overall record. Richard, what are the Panthers going to have to do in order to advance to their second straight state final?
Well, I'll tell you, Dave, Wyoming is really good.
Yes.
They have nice size. They're very athletic. Just a really nice basketball team, as you said, coming in at 25-2. Maysville, I think they have to be themselves to a point, but they're going to have to take care of the basketball. They're going to have to rebound the basketball like crazy.
Yes.
And shoot the ball well and take good shots.
Well, they're going to have to play a solid basketball game tonight is what I thought. And Dave Brown thought the key to the game for his team was just taking care of the ball, not turning it over, as I talked to him just a little bit ago. Thank you to our sponsors for tonight's game: Action Total Staffing, WB Green Insurance, Ross Frash Funeral Home, Wakefield Dental, Allen Hunter State Farm, West 40 Auto Sales, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Browning Auto Sales, Leighton Wetzel with Lepi and Associates, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Zane State College, Lowe's Bargain Barn, People's Bank, Moore Home Services, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Great Clips of Zanesville, Doan Ford, Rivergate Medical LLC, and Custom Vehicles of Zanesville. Also, Lock 9 Pizza, our sponsor of our Player of the Game. When we come back, we'll take a look at each one of these teams that are competing tonight in the Division 4 state semifinal here from Wittenberg. This is high school basketball presented by ABC Sports.
One thing about us parents, we think we know what's in, but we're usually way off. That's why I take my kids to Great Clips for back-to-school haircuts. From fresh fades to beachy waves, they can use the online lookbook to find the cuts they want at prices I can't resist. Plus, with convenient online check-in, we save tons of time, too. I may never know what's cool again, but hey, with back-to-school haircuts at Great Clips, I don't have to. Download the app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
If you need new furniture and new appliances for your home, and you need it now, there's one place that I know where you should go. It's Lowe's Bargain Barn Furniture and Appliances on the Maysville Pike. They have a huge selection of new furniture and new appliances in stock every day. Just choose what you like, pay, we'll load it, and you can drive away. It'll be the best deal you ever made. Lowe's Bargain Barn Furniture. We're not like other stores.
Custom Vehicles of Zanesville is the local spot for all car, truck, marine, and RV accessories. From remote starts, heated seats, stereo equipment, lift kits, WeatherTech products, tonneau covers, toolboxes, strobe lights, Rhino lightings, Z-Bart rust proofing, and undercoating. If it can be found online, they can get it. Stop by their showroom today and see how they can use their expertise to enhance your vehicle. Your local real truck preferred dealer. Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, 3619 Old Falls Road, CustomVehiclesZAN.com. You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON WILE Cambridge.
Dave Hilliard and Richard Hall back here at Wittenberg University. We're getting ready for the Division IV state semifinal between Wyoming and Maysville. Taking a look now at both teams. Wyoming, the one team that our listeners aren't going to know much about, they are from the Cincinnati area. Head coach Matt Rooks. They are the Cincinnati Hills League champions, 25-2 overall, 16-0 within their league. They shoot it, Richard, 55% from the field, 35% from the three-point line, and only 66% from the free throw line. So a solid basketball team. They shoot it well from the field. They shoot it well from the three.
They really do, and I'll tell you, they really have a lot of length to them, Dave. They play a lot of 2-3 zone, a little bit of 1-3-1 coming out of timeouts, and sometimes at the exchange of quarters. But they have such good length. I really think they can cause some problems even in a zone, really extending Maysville's offense just because of the length of the kids they have.
Well, both teams tonight are going to start a junior-dominated lineup. Both teams are going to start 5 juniors. Wyoming, they've got really a four-headed monster. Kellen Wiley averaging 16.6 points per game. Devin Evans, 14 points per game. Darren Gray, 13 points per game. And Carlisle Billingsley, the big guy in the middle, he's 6'8", and he's averaging 10.4 points per game and almost 7 rebounds per game. They've only lost twice. St. X, a Division I team in the Greater Catholic League, along with Chaminade Julian, another team that plays in the Greater Catholic League, and are traditionally very good basketball teams. This team has beaten Bishop Hartley. Well, that name should sound familiar to you folks because 1 year ago tonight, Maysville defeated Bishop Hartley in the regional final on the last shot of the game. The only time they led that one, the bank shot from Alex Bob hurt around South Zanesville, as we shall say. They also beat Cincinnati Elder, another team in that Greater Catholic League, and Hilliard Bradley, a Division I team from Columbus. So they've played some good people, Richard, and they are going to be a handful for the Panthers tonight.
Boy, they really are, just because they have, played great competition all year. I would say the one difference, Dave, in a state semifinal game, the state tournament, is the fact that Maysville's been here before.
Exactly.
And I think that can be an advantage to them simply because they know what to expect when they walked in here tonight. It's a little different atmosphere, a lot more at stake, and Maysville's done this before, so I think that could be their advantage. Wyoming, on the other hand, when we talk to their coach downstairs, I think they're more than just happy to be here, so this should be interesting.
Exactly. Now, they did beat Kettering Alter, the team that beat Maysville in the state finals last year. They beat them last week in the regional final, avenging a loss previously. They lost to Alter in the regional final last year. So that's how Alter made it to the state to actually end up playing Maysville. This year, Wyoming was the victor in that one, 50-41. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the Maysville Panthers. This is high school basketball presented by ABC Sports.
Hey, this is Jeremy with More Home Services. We're a local business established in 2019 that specializes in power washing, soft washing, staining, and more. Be sure to get a hold of us before the spring rush and get on our schedule. We are licensed, insured, and have a 5-star rating with over 200 reviews. Our number is 740-405-2047, or check out morehomeservicesoh.com. Also, good luck to Maysville in their pursuit of a state title. Go Panthers!
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school basketball. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, seasonal home, garage, farm equipment, Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website at patronsbuckeye.com.
Your home and your car are likely your two biggest investments. Protecting them from unexpected damage is a prime concern to WB Green Insurance. They are proud to represent Westfield Insurance, a financial service organization that provides insurance products for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers, along with personalized claim service that's fast and friendly. To learn how Westfield can help with your insurance needs, talk to WB Green Insurance today.
Pre-game rolls on here at the Wittenberg University. We are in the Pam Smith Evans Arena at Wittenberg. I couldn't get all that out, it seemed like, but that's where this game is being held tonight. We've got word the official attendance right now is just over 2,200 folks, and this gym holds just around 3,000. A nice atmosphere in here. You got a lot of folks from Maysville in the side of the gym opposite from us. Wyoming seated right in front of us. We're high up in the top of the gymnasium, and this is a great spot to watch a high school basketball game from, Richard.
It really is. Great view up here. We have plenty of space. It's just going to be a great atmosphere to call this basketball game, and excited to be here.
Well, Maysville head coach Dave Brown, and I always mention this when Dave's involved because he is a Muskingum University basketball alum, so shout out to Dave as he has been representing the university well. They are the Muskingum Valley League Small School Division champions. They were 14-2 in the MVL. They were 25-3 overall at this point. Offensively, these guys put up 72 points per game, and compare that to Wyoming, they're only averaging 62, so Maysville a little bit more high-powered offense. Defensive average, 51.3, but here's the one that jumped out to me about Wyoming. They're giving up 37 points a game, Richard, so something's going to have to give between Maysville's offense and the Wyoming defense.
It really is, Dave. Giving up 37, that's quite impressive. And another stat I want to make reference to, they only turn the ball over about 10 times a game.
Yes.
And one of the things I think Maysville has to do is create turnovers, get some transition points, try to score in transition, and a great way to do that is off the turnover. But boy, Wyoming doesn't give it away very much.
Right. Gator Nichols, obviously the man of the hour for Maysville. He's averaging just over 25 points a game, over 4 rebounds a game, and almost 4 assists per game. Jordan Watson, another junior, 17 points per game, 7 rebounds a game, and 4 assists per game. Landon Iden, he has been the new force in the lineup. He has been a defensive specialist all year long for Maysville. He really gets out and pressures the basketball, but he's been scoring as well. He's averaging 10 points per game, almost 3 rebounds per game, and 2 assists per game. Now, Kane Roerig, he has been really come on in the tournament, especially the last 3 games Maysville has played defensively. He has been blocking and altering shots in the paint. It just seems like he's getting half a dozen blocks in the first half of every game. Indian Valley, he just controlled the lane in that game, but he's got his hands full tonight. His opposite number is 6'8", Kane coming in at 6'5".
Yeah, it'll be a battle, but, another thing here to mention that, Iden had 17 in those last game, and he's averaged about 10, so they need the same type of production from Roerig and Iden that they had in the last game, because Roerig had 14 last game. They need that same kind of thing tonight to go with Watson and Nichols.
Well, I'm also going to, we've got a chance here, and we'll talk about, again, Maysville. They're on a nice winning streak, and like we said, Kane Roerig's really come on. Another important part, and that 5th guy in their starting lineup, Cade Rock, he is he is another defensive specialist. He's getting not very many points per game, but he's a rebounder, he's a defender, he's doing all those little things that his team needs to do to win, and he's not afraid to guard anybody. He's got enough size where he can guard big people, and he's quick enough he can guard people on the perimeter as well. So all 5 guys for Maysville just work well together, and that's been the secret of their success for the last couple of seasons. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Cleveland-Glenville-Gates Mills-Hawken game, and that'll be next Friday, 4:15 at UD Arena in the state final. And certainly Maysville hoping they can make it back there for the second straight year. I've got to talk a little bit about AVC Sports. This is AVC Sports' 69th radio broadcast of the season. The 70th one is going to take place at 7 o'clock tonight, as we've got the Monroe Central game, and that game is on, I've got to remember, is that BNV or is that?
Well, Dave, luckily you have someone here who has that information.
I've got Brett with me tonight,
the Monroe Central Seminoles, they're taking on the Kirtland Hornets. That game is on WBNV 93.5 FM and will be similar on YRP-TV, an audio-only broadcast, as the OHSAA does prohibit video at the state level. So again, WBNV 93.5 FM. You can catch the Monroe Central Seminoles. They are at Otterbein up in Westerville. So we're going to see a Division 6 State Final Four also happening a little bit later tonight after our game.
That will be our 70th radio broadcast of the season. Now, to go along with those radio broadcasts, 55 of those games have been on video, and it's a free live stream. And if you want to go back and watch any of those games that we have done this year, all you got to do is go to our YouTube channel, Brent, YRP TV, and you can look at any of those games. As a matter of fact, if you'd like to reminisce about Maysville's tournament games last year, you can go back and watch all the ones we did last year as well. Once they're on our YouTube channel, they stay there. What we're going to do, we'll take one more quick break. We come back, we'll be ready for starting lineups here at Wittenberg University. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Looking to boost your career or find top talent for your team? Action Total Staffing has you covered. Whether you're job hunting or hiring, our expert team connects the right people with the right opportunities. Locally owned and operated since 1994, we are located at 2239 Maple Avenue in Zanesville. Call us at 740-450-8411 or visit our website at actiontotalstaffingohio.com. Job opportunities in Zanesville, Frazeysburg, Coshocton, Cambridge, and Byesville. Stop in and get your career in gear at Action Total Staffing.
Style, power, precision. The 2024 Ford Mustang GT Premium isn't just a car, it's a statement. With a luxurious leather-trimmed interior and the heart-pounding performance of a 5.0-liter V8, every drive is first class. Whether you're cruising Main Street or tearing up the open road, this Mustang is built for those who love to drive. Come to Doane Ford today before it's too late. Come down on 66870 Belmont Morristown Road or visit them online at DoaneFord.com.
Pre-game activity is wrapping up here at Wittenberg University. Both crowds getting amped up. A nice crowd from both teams. Our attendance, as we are getting word from the OHSAA, is just over 2,200 people for this Division IV state semifinal game here at Wittenberg University. Our starting lineups for tonight, again, the usual suspects for the Maysville Panthers. They're going to be starting Gator Nichols. He's a 6-foot junior guard. They'll be starting a 6'4 junior in Cade Rock, a 5'11 junior Landon Iden, a 6'5 junior Kane Roerig, and a 6'3 junior Jordan Watson will round out the starting lineups for the Maysville Panthers. When we come back, we'll take a quick break. We're going to do the national anthem. We come back, we'll hit the Wyoming starters, and we'll have our opening tip. Looking forward to bringing you this Division IV state semifinal game from Wittenberg University. This is high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Hackers don't wait. Why should you? Protect your business with advanced cybersecurity and proactive IT management from AVC Technical Services. We're always on with 24/7 support and smarter cloud solutions that make your tech work for you. Don't waste time or money on downtime. Partner with IT experts who've got your back. At AVC Technical Services, we save you time, money, and stress. Call now for a free consultation or visit avctechnicalservices.com.
The Ross Frash Funeral Home in Crooksville and Roseville is locally owned and operated by hometown people, Vanessa Ross Frash and Brandon Frash. It's where compassion and affordability is their focus. They are caring and have attention to detail for you and your family. The Ross Frash Funeral Home wishes the best of luck to all local area teams in the playoffs. Looking for power, efficiency, and luxury all in one truck? Doane Ford has the 2022 Ford F-150 Limited Hybrid, the ultimate combination of strength and innovation. With a 3.5-liter Power Boost hybrid engine, best-in-class towing, and luxury interior, this truck is ready for work or weekend adventures. Whether you're towing, hauling, or hitting the road, this truck is ready for anything. Get yours today at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road or visit them online at DoaneFord.com.
Dave Hilliard and Dr. Richard Hall. We are at Pam Evans Smith Arena at Wittenberg University in Springfield, Ohio. Division IV state semifinals between Maysville and Wyoming. It's going to be an interesting basketball game here tonight, as we are seeing on both of these teams, we're seeing younger underclassmen starting for both teams. So it's really an interesting dynamic, I should say, Richard. And we've got two teams with, very similar in terms of the age of the players out here.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. Mostly juniors for both teams. So still have another year of high school basketball. But I'll tell you, I think this one could be very interesting. Maysville has to play really well. They can win a game like this, but they have to play a lot of mistake-free basketball for extended periods of time. Wyoming, on the other hand, the moment can't be too big for them. They got to go out, be themselves, play their type of game. And, and looking at them during the course of the year, they played some really good people, so it'll just be really interesting if they can keep their momentum after the Alder win and carry that momentum into this game.
Well, starters for the Wyoming Cowboys, Kellen Wiley, he is a 6'3 junior. Darren Gray, a 6-foot junior. They've got Alex Lowe. He is a 6'5 junior. We've got number 22, Devin Evans, a 6'3 junior, and then 6'8 Carlisle Billingsley in the middle for the Wyoming Cowboys. We are ready for the opening tip. Wyoming going from our left to right here in the arena. Maysville from our right to left. Both teams blue-oriented. Blue uniform, solid blue, little white trim on the shorts for Wyoming. Maysville white uniform, blue trim. We are underway. The opening tip is going to go to Wyoming. Lowe corrals it, and he gets it to Wiley. Wiley with the basketball now to Gray. Opening set of the basketball game. Wiley attacks on the baseline, skips it across, three-pointer on the way from the corner. It was short and rebounded inside by Lowe. His putback is no good. Scramble for the ball, and Gator Nichols has it. And it's going to be knocked away from him out of bounds. Intensity level ratcheted up pretty high for the start of this game, Richard.
Yeah, and, Coach Brown likes to walk up and down the bench, and the official just warned him to get back near his area of the bench. So it looks like they may enforce that tonight.
Well, first possession of the game for the Maysville Panthers. Gator Nichols brings it into the front court, gets it to Landon Iden. Now on the right side to Watson. Rohrig has it, they reverse it, running some screens. Gator Nichols coming off of a little double screen. He's got the basketball. Left side, he's denied by Wiley. Wiley right with him, he's going to get it to Rohrig in the corner for a three, and his three is partially blocked. And it's knocked out of bounds. Maysville's going to keep the basketball underneath their own bucket here. 1 minute gone by in the first quarter with no score here from Wittenberg. Nichols inbounds the ball to Watson. They flip it back to Nichols in the corner. Watson sizes up his defender. It's Darren Gray. Nichols into the lane, lobs it to Cade Rock. Kicks it out to Rohrig for a three. Three ball good. Kane Rohrig gets his team on the board, and it's 3-0 early, but Wyoming quickly down the floor the other direction. They're trying to attack the rim, and it's going to be a turnover. Cade Rock comes up with a basketball. Throws it ahead to Roehrig. Back to Nichols. Nichols going to try a three. Got it! Gator Nichols. 6-0, Maysville out of the gate. And here comes Wyoming quickly on the attack. Right down the lane is Gray. Fumbled it. Now he kicks it out in the corner. Another three on the way from there. No good. Rebounded to Gray, and he puts it up and in. And there's Wyoming's first bucket of the game. And as Dave Brown pointed out, his team needs to rebound, and there was nobody down there to get a rebound for Maysville.
No, we can't give them second chance points if you're Maysville, and that offensive rebound for the score there.
Nichols all the way to the rim. His shot partially blocked. Rebound off to Wyoming, and here comes Wyoming on the attack. Gray with the basketball, stopped by Watson. Back to Wiley now on the right wing to Evans. Evans dribbles out to the top. He's being guarded by Landon Iden. Gray takes it back to the top of the circle now on the right wing. They dump it in low to the big man, Carlisle Billingsley, and it's blocked. Cade Rock came from behind and blocked it. Scramble for the ball on the floor. There's Jordan Watson diving on the floor. Bodies everywhere, and I think we're going to have a jump ball. Alternate possession, and it's going to go to Maysville. Great hustle from Jordan Watson. He was the first to the floor, and that's usually the one that comes up with it.
Yeah, sure was. And that's one thing Maysville will do, Dave. They'll play hard all night long.
Jordan Watson getting to the floor, trying to get that basketball for his team. He caused a tie-up, and his team gets it on the alternate possession. Nichols gets a high screen. He penetrates into the lane. Tries to create some room, and it's blocked. Now it's thrown ahead. Evans going to attack the rim. A little Euro step, and he's fouled by Kane Roehrig. Evans, nice move to the rim, Euro step, and he was fouled by Roehrig.
Yeah, Evans, nice move there for the bucket, and now the and one possibly.
Evans, free throw, no good off the front of the rim, but Billingsley with the rebound. They boxed him out, but he just used his bigger size to reach over and grab the rebound. Now Wyoming, another offensive possession here at 6-4 Maysville in the early going. Penetrated all the way to the baseline and a kick out. Evans, that's going to be a charge. Yes, sir. Nice job there by Nichols taking the charge. Evans a little bit out of control.
Yeah, Nichols had great position there to take the charge, and he will do that.
6-4, Maysville here, 4:41 to play in the first quarter. Watson, back to Gator Nichols. Gator's going to bring it up against pressure from Wiley. Into the front court now, gets it to Iden on the right wing. Iden penetrates to the baseline, kicks it back to Nichols. Gator going to try a three from the wing, and it's no good. Rebound, and I think Cade Rock was held. Nice call by the official. He was held by Billingsley, and that's going to be Billingsley's first foul.
Yeah, Rock went after the ball, and Billingsley just kind of hooked him and held him. Official made a good call there.
Billingsley had a hold of Rock, or I think Rock would have got the offensive board there. Nichols to inbound the ball underneath his own bucket. 4:23 to play in this first quarter. 6-4 Maysville. They've hit a couple of threes. Roehrig on the inbounds, and he's going to lay it up and in. Kane's got 5 points in the early going. His team has an 8-4 lead. Wyoming on the attack. Gray brings it into the front court, crosses over, gets into the lane, lays it up, and it's good. Gray's got 4 points now, and it's 8-6 Maysville. Nichols with the basketball. Wants a screen from Rock. Rock comes out to screen for him. Nichols trying to beat his man on the dribble, and he loses it. It went off of Gator's foot, out of bounds. Wyoming now controls 8-6 Maysville, 3:51 to play in this first quarter. Up the floor now, here comes Wyoming. Wiley gets it into the front court, off to Billingsley. Now to Gray, and on the right side, it's Wiley. Evans thought about a three, now he kicks it on the left side. Wilhelm into the game, he's on that left side. Ball almost lost out of bounds, and a nice attack of the rim, but it's going to be a miss, but an offensive rebound from Billingsley, and he is fouled on the way up. And that's going to be on Cade Rock.
You know, one of the things we talked about, Dave, was trying to limit the rebounds of Wyoming, and Billingsley has 3 offensive rebounds in this first quarter.
Yeah, and I mean, they've got to get to work on the boards or it's going to be a long night. 8-6, Billingsley to shoot 2 free throws. And his first shot is off the mark, no good. Wyoming only shooting 66% from the free throw line as a team. That's 2 out of 3, so you would expect him to make one of these, but he missed both. And it remains 8-6 Maysville. Gator Nichols with the basketball for the Panthers. He gets it into the front court. Gets it to Rock. Tried to get it to Rock at the top of the circle, and it's tipped away, and it was over and back. Nobody from Wyoming touched it. Kane thought it was deflected, but it was not. So Wyoming gets the turnover. And that's the one thing Dave Brown told me beforehand, we can't throw those lazy passes, and I think that would qualify as a lazy pass there, Richard.
Yeah, it would, and you know, that's the thing against a good athletic team. That gap closes much quicker than what they're accustomed to.
3 minutes to go here in the first quarter of the game. Maysville with an 8-6 lead, and there's a turnover. Nice job by Watson getting his hand in there and getting a turnover. He's going to attack the rim with a Euro step of his own. He missed it, but there's Roweig with the rebound. He misses it. Billingsley gets the rebound for Wyoming. On the fast break attempt, Euro step attempt again, it's going to be a blocking foul on Gator Nichols.
And Dave, that's his second, I believe.
His second foul. And
that's his first, I think.
Okay, they said it was his first foul. All right, I thought he had one earlier. We'll get some stats, we believe official stats, so we'll see, we'll check that as we move along here. Wiley shooting 2 free throws, and the first one good, and it's 8-7. Gavin Ferguson will check in for the Panthers. He replaces Landon Iden. Second free throw now for Wiley. And it's no good, but there's an offensive board by Evans. He snuck around and got it and laid it in, and that's Wyoming's first lead of the game. It's 9-8. Ferguson attacks on the baseline. Kicks it out to Roweig, now to Jordan Watson. Looking for some space on the left side. Ferguson pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound off to Wyoming. Comes off to Lowe. Here comes Gray on the dribble. Looked at his man rolling to the bucket, but not enough space. Evans with it out top. Roweig on him. Evans penetrates in. Tries to dump it down to Lowe, and it's going to go off of Cade Rock. Cade Rock knocked it out of bounds. Staying in front of Lowe. Now Wyoming has the ball underneath their own bucket. 2:01 to play in the first quarter, and they lead it 9-8. Billingsley back into the game, replacing Lowe. And the baseline out of bounds play, having trouble to find it. They finally do get it inbounded, and that's to Bornholt. And now Wyoming settles into a half-court possession. Evans with the basketball. Gray, quick step, gets to the rim, lays it up and in. Gray, strong move to the bucket. He's got 6 points, and his team has an 11-8 lead. Watson on the other end from Maysville attacking. Back to Nichols. Roweig into the lane. Now flips it back to Watson. There's going to be a reach-in foul this time on Gray. And that's his first foul, only the team's second. That's number 3, team foul number 3. I was corrected by the PA. Maysville to inbound it on the sideline. Jordan Watson to trigger it. 1:28 to play until the end of this first quarter, and it's 11-8 Wyoming. Maysville had a quick 6-0 lead, but game has now settled down a little bit. Wyoming running some nice sets offensively. They've got some good looks at the bucket. And they've climbed back in front. Nichols penetrates into the lane. He's going to lay it up, no good, but offensive rebound by Cade Rock, put up and missed. And there's going to be a foul on the rebound. And I think that's going to be on Cade Rock, and that is his second foul. And I think that's one of those they would have been better off just to get away, Richard.
Yeah, no question. One thing that Maysville cannot do is get in foul trouble, Dave. They just, they don't go real deep. And last thing they need is to have to go deep into their bench tonight.
11-8 Wyoming. They've got the lead and the basketball. Wiley into the front court to Bornholt. And now to Evans. Right wing, Bornholt going to try a three ball, and it's in and out. Rebound off to Gator Nichols. Nichols attacks, throws it ahead to Jordan Watson. Watson gets a screen from Rock, spins, and he's going to travel. Bornholt did a really good job staying in front of Jordan Watson. Watson tried to spin around him, and his feet kind of got tripped up a little bit, and he traveled.
Yeah, third turnovers for the Panthers here in the first quarter, Dave.
They've just got to do, as Coach Brown said, they've got to take care of it. They trail 11-8. It's 48.5 seconds to play in this first quarter. Wyoming basketball. Bornholt inbounds it. Gray walks it up the floor. That's Wiley. Wiley now to the left side. Hands it to Gray. Gray at the high post to Billingsley. Billingsley. Not a threat to shoot it out there. Kane Roerick giving him plenty of space out on top. Bornholt with the basketball again, back to Wiley. Wiley right side, backdoor cut. And I think they missed maybe a carry there from Mr. Wiley. Coach Brown didn't like the non-call. 12 seconds left, clock running. Wiley trying to create on his own. Bornholt penetrates, dumps it to Billingsley down low, and he's tied up. And it's blocked, the last shot. Thrown ahead, scramble for the ball. Nichols has it and throws it from half court, but it's late after the buzzer. 11-8 Wyoming after one. This is high school basketball presented by ABC Sports.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio, I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Second quarter action ready to get underway here at Wittenberg, Division IV state semifinal. Wyoming versus Maysville. Wyoming wins the first quarter 11-8. Maysville with an early 6-0 run to start the game, but since then it's been 11-2 Wyoming. Wyoming with the first possession of this second quarter. Wiley has it out top, working against Gator Nichols, and he's going to lay it high off the backboard and in. Strong move to his left from Wiley. That's his first field goal of the game. He's got 3 points. It's 13-8. Maysville now with the basketball. Jordan Watson on the right wing. Gets it back to Gator Nichols. Gator trying to find some space on that right side as they clear out some room for him, but defended well by Wiley. Ferguson now. He gets into the lane. Now to Roerick. Watson has it. He's cut off by a host of Wyoming defenders. Iden with the ball now, fending off some contact from Evans. And he's going to hand it back to Gator Nichols. Nichols working against Wiley. 7 minutes now to play in this second quarter. 13-8 Wyoming. Maysville with the ball, trying to get a good shot out of this possession. Iden's got it, penetrates down the lane, left-handed layup, no good. Here comes Wyoming. Evans has the basketball across half court. Gets it to Bornholt in the corner. Back to Evans on the left side. and he dribbles it back out to midcourt. Wiley trying to find some room. Now to Bornhold on the right wing. They're looking at Billingsley posting up inside, and they skip it all the way across court and out of bounds and into the Maysville student section. That's a turnover.
Yep.
Maysville gets it back. 6:25 to play in this second quarter. Wyoming 13, Maysville 8. Minute and a half gone by in this second quarter. We've got one basket to show for their efforts out here in this second quarter. Jordan Watson with the ball. He's trying to find some space against Wiley. Now to Gavin Ferguson. He crosses it over on low. Now into the corner to Rohrig. Rohrig penetrates, gets it to Ferguson. Ferguson back to Watson. Watson all the way down the lane, stops, kicks it out to Rohrig for a three from the corner, and Kane hits another one. Rohrig has 8 points of the Maysville 11, and he makes it 13-11 Wyoming. Good patience there, Richard,
Boy,
from
really
Maysville.
was. Great pass to the baseline. Rohrig, great shot.
Again, there is Gray penetrating into the lane pretty deep. Jump stop, came to a 2-foot stop, and this time he travels as he tried to maybe use that Euro move again, but this time he traveled. Early on, Kane Rohrig has 8 points for Maysville. Gator Nichols has 3. That's the scoring.
Well, and you know, we talked in the pregame how Rohrig had to play well again tonight, and so far he's done that.
Rohrig has been showing that ability to step out and hit that three. He's done it all through the tournament, and he's got a couple tonight in this one. 13-11. Wyoming with the lead. Nichols trying to work inside, and his shot no good. Might have got away with a foul going over the back, and he knocked it out of bounds. It's Wyoming basketball. 5-17.
Sorry, Dave. I think he did get away with the foul. He kind of, threw his shoulder into him, and very fortunate there wasn't a foul called there.
That would have been his second or third?
Yeah, would have been his second.
Second, okay. I thought I had him with one there early, but it was not his foul, so. Wyoming now with possession again. It's 5:17 to play in the second quarter. They've got a 13-11 lead. Gray has 6 points for Wyoming. Wiley has 3. Evans has 4. A little bit of a trap from Maysville on the defensive end. And Billingsley not comfortable handling the ball out on the perimeter. He turns it over. It's a travel. And good job there from Maysville switching it up a little bit, and getting a trap and forcing a turnover.
Yeah, that third turnover there for Wyoming here in the second quarter. Maysville needs all the breaks they can get here.
Nichols hands it off to Iden. Rohrig going to try another three in that right corner. He's got another one, Kane Rohrig. He's got 3 threes, and his team back on front, 14-11 here in the second quarter. And that's going to be a foul on Gator Nichols reaching in. As Gray penetrated down the lane, Gator tried to reach in and tip it away, but there's going to be a foul called on Gator Nichols, and they're going to give him 2 free throws. Gray will shoot a couple here. First free throw off the front iron and no good. And if there's one thing that might be the kryptonite for this Wyoming team, nobody looks very comfortable at the free throw line, Richard. The people that have been up there so far.
You're exactly right, Dave. They are 1 for 6 so far from the free throw line.
Gray going to get that second free throw, and that one's off as well. Gator Nichols with the rebound. 14-13 Maysville, 4:38 to play in the second quarter. Nichols working, now backs up to the big W here on the floor at Wittenberg University. Iden's got it on the right side. Rohrig came to the corner, maybe trying to find room for another three, but he was cut off. Watson, he gets it in the corner to Ferguson. Ferguson penetrates into the lane, trying to find room now to Iden. Iden into the lane, out to Ferguson. Ferguson going to try a three, and it's an air ball. Watson hustles after it, saves it, but he throws it right to Wyoming. They're on the rustle, and it's knocked away. Ferguson back on defense, did a great job knocking the basketball away. Iden, 3-ball left corner, no good. Rohrig fights for the rebound. It's on the floor, and Kane Rohrig diving on the floor trying to get the basketball. alternate possession, and it will stay with Maysville. Fast and furious action there. Ferguson missed the shot badly, but hustled back, Richard, and got the steal defensively.
Yeah, I mean, give him credit. Not probably the shot you wanted him to take right there, an air ball, but boy, didn't give up on it, didn't sulk, went back and made a good play on defense.
I wonder about this every time we're on a college floor. There's two lines. There's a red line, which is the college three-point line, and there's a white line. That's the high school one. Gavin was behind the college line shooting that one.
And I don't know if you noticed, Dave, but Kellen Wiley, he went down. He's being attended to off the bench. He's out of the game right now with an injury.
That's big for Wyoming. He is a very good player. Kellen Wiley got some looks from some Division I schools already. And there's Gator Nichols. He says, I'll take advantage of a really good defender being out of the game, and I'll go to the rim. 16-13 now, but here comes Gray the other direction. And there's going to be a reach-in foul on the rebound. Watson's got it and reached in and fouled. Wilhelm fouls. A little bit of frustration from Wyoming now, Richard.
Yeah, I think so.
We've got a timeout on the floor. Maysville leading 16-13, 3:24 to play in the second quarter. It's a 30-second timeout. That'll give me a chance to mention our sponsors. Action Total Staffing, WB Green Insurance, Ross Frash Funeral Home, Wakefield Dental, Allen Hunter State Farm, West 40 Auto Sales, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Browning Auto Sales, Leighton Wetzel with Lepi and Associates, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Zane State College, Lowe's Bargain Barn, People's Bank, More Home Services, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Great Clips of Zanesville, Doane Ford, Rivergate Medical LLC, and Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, all sponsors of our broadcast tonight, along with Lot 9 Pizza. They are the sponsors of our player of the game. Right now, I'd have to say it's Kane Roehrig, wouldn't you, Richard?
Oh, no question about it. Hit some big shots. Just, Roy playing with him in himself, and really, he's a big reason why Maysville's in this game, leading by 3.
Well, he's got 11, and it's not like he's forcing it up. He's been open, and he has stood there with confidence and knocked some shots down for the Panthers. Maysville with the ball. Jordan Watson on a handoff. Now gets it back to Landon Iden. Iden against Billingsley. That's a little bit of a mismatch. Iden's quicker than he is. Ferguson down the lane. His shot up, no good. Little runner off the mark. Wyoming with the basketball. Gray attacks. Iden cuts him off. Right wing to Evans. Evans three-pointer. Good. Evans didn't even think about it. He caught it and shot it, and he's tied the basketball game at 16. 2:40 to play now. Nichols try to find room to get into the lane. He does. Now back out to Roehrig, to Watson. Ferguson's got it. Watson's going to try a three. He got it. Jordan Watson, his first bucket of the game. His team back up 19-16. Wyoming with the basketball now. Evans just hit a three a second ago. Watson switches out onto him. Billingsley out on the perimeter. Bornholt with the basketball, cut off by Roehrig. Now to Gray. On the right side, he gets a screen from Billingsley, gets into the lane, no space. Back to Evans. Evans going to try a three from deep, no good. It's an air ball, but there's a rebound from Wilhelm. He might be the smallest guy on the floor, but he got the rebound and put it back in. 19-18, Maysville in front. Watson penetrates down the lane, his wild shot off the mark, and that's going to create transition for Wyoming. Evans to the rim, blocked partially, rebounded, up no good, and Roehrig with the rebound for the Panthers. Minute 23 to go. Iden down the lane, denied, out to Roehrig, three ball, no good. Kane's first, well, that's his second miss from deep from the game. A minute 9, it's 19-18 Maysville. Halftime, a minute away. Billingsley with the ball in the high post. Now Bornholt's got it on the right side. They reverse it to the left side to Gray. Gray, ultra quick with the basketball. He gets into the lane against Roehrig. Roehrig tried to block the shot, but Gray got it over him and in. Outstanding individual effort from Gray. On the other end, it's Nichols trying a three, missing, but rebound goes off to Jordan Watson. Nichols going to try another one. This time, he's got it. And Maysville back on top, 22-20. 25 seconds, and the clock moving until halftime. Gray, little jump shot inside the three-point line. It's a two, and it's 22 apiece. 12 seconds, clock moving. Maysville with the ball, last possession of the half. 7 seconds, Nichols penetrates, jump stop, shot, no good. Gray with the rebound. He's going to throw it from just beyond half court. It's no good. We've come to halftime, and it's tied at 22. Maysville, Wyoming, in a dogfight here at Wittenberg. We'll be back with second half action. This is high school basketball presented by ABC Sports.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client, you're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at The Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
Looking for trusted dental care for the whole family? Dr. Darcy Wakefield and the team at Wakefield Dental have you covered. From pediatric to general and orthodontic care, they offer a full range of services. At Wakefield Dental, they focus on individualized treatment plans that not only create beautiful smiles, but build lasting confidence. Schedule your consultation today. Call 740-435-3100 or go to drwakefieldDDS.com.
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
Business owners, do IT headaches slow you down? Let AVC Technical Services take care of it. From 24/7 support to cutting-edge cybersecurity, we keep your business running smoothly. No downtime, no stress, just reliable, scalable solutions that grow with you. Why hire a full-time IT person when we can do it all for much less? Safeguard your data and focus on what really matters, your business. Call AVC Technical Services today or visit avctechnicalservices.com.
It's halftime here at Wittenberg University, and we've got a good one. Maysville and Wyoming locked together, and 22 all here at halftime. Thank you. Game started off, Maysville 6-0 run to start the basketball game, and that was a huge start to the game for Maysville as they got going early and scored the first 6 of the game, but then Wyoming came back and had an 11-8 lead at the end of the first quarter. Maysville, though, heated up in that second quarter. They scored 14 points, and they hit 4 3-pointers in that second quarter. And they fought back to tie this game, and a key in that second quarter, turnovers. Maysville did not turn the basketball over, and that was one of Dave Brown's biggest concerns coming in here. He didn't want to turn the basketball over. They took great care of it there in the second quarter. scoring right now for Wyoming, Kellen Wiley. He's got 3. Darren Gray's got 10. Devin Evans has 7. And Nick Wilhelm has 2. For Maysville, not many folks on the scoreboard here. Gator Nichols with 8. Kane Roerig with 11. Jordan Watson with 3. And that's it. Each team with 22. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll break down more of this first half action here. This is high school basketball presented by ABC Sports.
Are you still trying to find a car that fits your lifestyle? How about a dealership with a 5-star review? Look no further. Browning Auto Sales is driven by dreams and shifting expectations. They have friendly and honest service that is truly making every mile a memory. Located in South Zanesville, Ohio. Call or text today at 740-683-5835. You can also check them out on Facebook at Browning Auto Sales.
Summer can be both fun and productive. Take online and in-person classes at Zane State, earn credits, and enjoy perks like a free YMCA membership. Enroll now at zanestate.edu/summer.
Are you constantly worried about your body and unhappy with your weight? If you said yes, then come see us at Rivergate Medical, your weight loss and wellness headquarters. We offer semaglutide and tirzepatide GLP-1 injectables, as well as all of your aesthetic needs to get your face and body summer ready. How about laser hair removal or Morpheus 8 body tightening? We've got you covered. And don't forget to come relax in our IV Hydration Lounge for your immunity and rehydration boost. Schedule your appointment today at rivergatemedical.com.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON WILE Cambridge.
Dave Hilliard, Richard Hall back here at Wittenberg University. It's halftime. I'll turn it over to Richard. Got some stats that you can talk about here so far in the halftime. I went through the scoring, but Richard can tell you a little bit more about shooting and turnovers and all that good stuff.
Well, I'll tell you, Maysville 8 for 26 from the floor compared to 10 for 22 for Wyoming. Wyoming's leading the rebounding 19-12. But good news for Maysville, Wyoming's 1 of 7 from the free throw line. They have 6 turnovers compared to Maysville with 3. But here's an interesting thing, a stat, Dave. Maysville did not get to the free throw line in this first half.
Wow.
Yeah, they did not shoot a free throw. But, and that's why we're tied here at 22 each at the break. Maysville's hanging in there. They know how to compete, Dave. We talked about that during pregame and before we went on the air, that no matter what happens, Maysville would come to compete, and they've been here before, and I think that matters. They're playing relaxed.
They have really, Wyoming got on a little bit of a run there, and if the Panthers were going to fold, it probably would have been then. But as you pointed out, these kids, they know how to compete. They've been here before. They've been all the way to the state finals. And here's the other thing I just thought was interesting too, Richard. This team played 30 basketball games last year. So you had all those kids that were sophomores. They got to play 30 games at a high level last year. And here we are now, we get to this point in the season. They're 25-3, so they've played 28 games. This is their 59th game of their varsity basketball careers, and they're still just juniors. And you get a lot of game experience, and you've been through a lot when you play that many basketball games.
You really have, Dave. That's a lot of games, and high-level games, Dave, that mean something beyond the regular season. As you alluded to, and so the moment's not too big.
Right.
They're relaxed. They're competing, and I think we're going to have a great second half just by the way both teams played. If you're Wyoming, you're like, hey, who are these guys?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
They're pretty good.
Yep. When we come back, we'll get ready for this second half action. This is high school basketball presented by ABC Sports.
One thing about us parents, we think we know what's in, but we're usually way off. That's why I take my kids to Great Clips for back-to-school haircuts. From fresh fades to beachy waves, they can use the online lookbook to find the cuts they want at prices I can't resist. Plus, with convenient online check-in, we save tons of time, too. I may never know what's cool again, but hey, with back-to-school haircuts at Great Clips, I don't have to. Download the app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Summer can be both fun and productive. Take online and in-person classes at Zane State, earn credits, and enjoy perks like a free YMCA membership. Enroll now at zanestate.edu/summer.
This is Leighton Wetzel from Lepi Real Estate, coming to you to tell you there's never been a better time to buy or sell a home. Give me a call today, 740-868-9847, or find me on Facebook at L. Wetzel, Real Estate Agent. Thanks and have a great day.
Dave Hilliard, Richard Hall back here at Wittenberg. We're ready for second half action. Clock winding down here at halftime. Maysville, Wyoming locked in at 22 apiece. And as Brett pointed out, a very important cog to the Wyoming basketball machine, Kellen Wiley, he's back. We figure he is going to start the second half. He got injured. He went down at the end of the floor. I really didn't catch it. Brett saw him go down, and he did not play. I don't think he got into the second quarter.
Final 3 to 4 minutes. I mean, Wiley's out.
Yep.
He did come out jogging out of the tunnel coming to warm up. He's working on a couple things, on the sideline, running around, and we're going to see if he comes back in the second half because he is a big piece of this team, as you mentioned.
He is a big part of their basketball success. Wyoming will get first possession of this second half, and Wiley is out there on the floor. About that last half of the second quarter, he did not get on the floor. Maysville, really, they've got the pace of the game that I think they would like here. It's 22 apiece. I don't think they wanted to get into a track meet with Wyoming. Evans comes off a double screen on the first play of the game of the second quarter or second half, and he had a three. He got a good look, but couldn't get it to go. Nichols in a hurry on the other end. He gets into the lane, and both hands on him, and that's going to be a foul. That foul on Alex Lowe, his first. Maysville with possession under their own bucket. Nichols, he's going to get a look at a three. He got fouled, and he hit it. Gator Nichols fouled, and the and one on the three-point shot. He's got a chance for a 4-point play to start this second half.
And it was a deep three, Dave. It was deep. It was definitely college level and beyond.
He was beyond the red line, which is the college three-point line, and he got a good look at it, and he knocked it down, and he was fouled, and the Maysville crowd starts with the Gator chomp in their side of the gym, and Gator connects on the 4-point play, and just like that, Maysville 26, Wyoming 22. Maysville looking to run a little trap again at half court. They back off now, straight man-to-man. Evans with the ball on the left wing to Wiley. Looked at Billingsley inside, but couldn't get it to him now. Gray with the ball. He takes it back out to half court. And he flips it over to Lowe on the right side. Into Wiley's hands. He's cut off by Jordan Watson. Evans with the basketball. Now finds Gray. They get it down low to Lowe. Shot fakes up good. Nice job there by Lowe being patient. Finishing on 2 feet, letting all the defenders fly by, and he lays it up and in. 26-24 now, Maysville by 2. Iden with the ball on the right wing. Now to Roehrig. Roehrig back to Iden. Iden, not much space to be had. Both teams really good man-to-man defenders of the basketball. Billingsley, the 6'8", has switched off onto Nichols. Nichols takes him into the lane and gets it to Roehrig in the right corner, and Kane says, "Thank you very much. I'm going to hit another three." Roehrig's got 14, but here comes Wyoming to the other end, and it's a turnover. Lowe tried to dump it inside, but it's intercepted. Here comes Gator. Gator to Roehrig. Roehrig, a little runner, no good. Rebound to Rock. Three-pointer by Watson. Bang! Jordan Watson, timeout, Wyoming. Maysville, 32-24 lead as Jordan Watson connects on his second three of the game. And Maysville has come out of the locker room. How many times, though, have we seen Maysville do this in the third quarter? They went to a full timeout, so we'll take a quick break. This is high school basketball presented by ABC Sports.
If you need new furniture and new appliances for your home, and you need it now, there's one place that I know where you should go. It's Lowe's Bargain Barn Furniture and Appliances on the Maysville Pike. They have a huge selection of new furniture and new appliances in stock every day. Just choose what you like, pay, we'll load it, and you can drive away. It'll be the best deal you ever made. Lowe's Bargain Barn Furniture. We're not like other stores.
Third quarter action here at Wittenberg University. Maysville on their patented third quarter avalanche they seem to come up with in these tournament games. Good timeout from the Wyoming staff because you cannot let Maysville get on these runs, and they're on one right now. They have an 8-point lead at 32-24, 6 minutes to play in this third quarter. Maysville has hit 3 threes in the quarter. They got fouled on one of those as Nichols had the 4-point play.
And 3 for 4 in the quarter, Dave.
Yeah, it helps when they're going down. Maysville with a little bit of a full court press. They're going to go, it's a 2-2-1. They're going to try to trap a little bit. Now they back out into man-to-man. Wiley with the basketball. Jordan Watson guarding him. High screen from Billingsley. Wiley, another screen from Billingsley. He pulls up. Now gets it on the left wing, and it's thrown away, but caught by Billingsley. Wilhelm tried to feed it in. There really wasn't much room, but Wyoming retains possession. Evans trying to create space against Rock. Cade Rock doing an outstanding defensive job there, keeping him out of the lane. Wilhelm now on the right wing, 3-ball, no good. Rebound to Billingsley, though. He's going to do work inside. He lays it up and in. If he gets it that deep on an offensive rebound, he's going to score, and he does there. And that foul was on Jordan Watson, and that is Billingsley's first bucket of the game. He's been at the line earlier. He missed a pair, but now he's trying to complete the 3-point play. It's 32-26 Maysville, 5:13 to play in the third period. Billingsley eyes the rim, free throw up, no good. Off the back iron, Jordan Watson with the ball for Maysville. Evans fell down, they've got numbers, but Evans back into the play. Watson gonna try a 3. 2 in a row for Jordan Watson. And the 3 balls keep falling for the Panthers. Watson does a great job cutting off the dribble, and it creates a turnover. He's gonna pull up for another 3. No good. That would have put the Maysville faithful into hysteria on the opposite side of the gym. Now Maysville with a little trap in the backcourt, and Wyoming forced to call a timeout as they trap the unsuspecting Gray. It's 35-26, that's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 4:41 to play in the third quarter. Again, our sponsors, we certainly appreciate all of them. Lock 9 Pizza is our player of the game sponsor. Action Total Staffing, WB Green Insurance, Ross Frash Funeral Home, Wakefield Dental, Allen Hunter State Farm, West 40 Auto Sales, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Browning Auto Sales, Leighton Wetzel with Leapine Associates, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Zane State College, Lowe's Bargain Barn, People's Bank, More Home Services, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Great Clips of Zanesville, Doan Ford, Rivergate Medical LLC, and Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, all sponsoring our broadcast.
Jumping that right there, Dave, by Maysville was great. You know, they had to call timeout or they were going to lose possession.
It was going to be a 10-second call, just a great trap there. Cade Rock and Landon Iden involved. Now, Wyoming inbounds it. They're trying to trap again. They throw it over to Wilhelm. They get it up to Evans on the right side for a 3, and he hits it. Evans, he connects from deep. He's got double digits now, and it's 35-29. Maysville up by 6. Nichols back to Watson. Watson feeling it here in the second half. Nice bounce pass to Rock inside, and he lays it up and in. Cade Rock, his first bucket of the game. But Wyoming going the other way, and he's going to be fouled on the way up by Gator Nichols, and that's his third. Richard a little bit not quick enough getting back on defense, and that causes a third foul from Gator Nichols.
Yeah, Dave. and not just quick enough, took a very bad angle to get back on defense, and Gator picked up his third there on the reach.
Lions will shoot a pair, and the first one crawls over the front iron and goes in. 37-30, Maysville with a 7-point lead. Lions now to shoot the second one. Left-handed, off the back iron, no good, but an offensive rebound by Evans, and Wyoming's going to keep possession now. Got on the left wing, Wilhelm's got it. Now out front to Gray. Now Wiley on the right wing, guarded by Landon Iden. Jump stop on the baseline, and Wiley connects from the baseline. He's got 5 points in the game now. Landon Iden all the way up the floor, and they reach in. He reached in a couple of times, and that time the foul on Wilhelm.
I think Coach Brown helped call that, Dave, because he was asking for the push right there.
Well, he put his hands on him multiple times, so eventually they were going to call it. Iden harassed there, out on top. Nichols with the basketball now, hands it to Rock. And that's going to be an offensive foul, an illegal screen on Jordan Watson. Coach Brown does not agree. It was right in front of him, and he has a word with one of the officials. This has been a very consistently called basketball game. I mean, they're letting them play, but they're calling the fouls that are the obvious fouls. It's just been a really well-officiated game by this crew here at Wittenberg tonight. Wyoming with the ball on their end of the floor. Evans trying to do some work. Almost lost it. He did. He dribbled it out of bounds, and that's going to be Maysville basketball. He lost control of it a little bit, thought he had it back, but he was on the baseline. Landon Iden with the defensive pressure. Maysville wants to talk about it. Full timeout with 3:05 to play in this third quarter. Maysville 37, Wyoming 32. We'll be back with third quarter action. High school basketball presented by ABC Sports.
Custom Vehicles of Zanesville is the local spot for all car, truck, marine, and RV accessories. From remote starts, heated seats, stereo equipment, lift kits, WeatherTech products, tonneau covers, toolboxes, strobe lights, rhino lightings, Z-Bart rust proofing, and undercoating. If it can be found online, they can get it. Stop by their showroom today and see how they can use their expertise to enhance your vehicle. Your local real truck preferred dealer. Custom Vehicles of Zanesville, 3619 Old Falls Road, CustomVehiclesZAN.com. Summer can be both fun and productive. Take online and in-person classes at Zane State, earn credits, and enjoy perks like a free YMCA membership. Enroll now at zanestate.edu/summer.
3:05 remaining in the third quarter. Maysville with a 37-32 over Wyoming in this Division IV state semifinal. It's going to be Maysville basketball coming out of the timeout. Dave Brown wanted to have a conversation with his team. And now they're going to be pressed full court by Wyoming, and Gator Nichols just takes off. They throw it over the top of the defense. Here comes Gator down the lane. Dumps it to Cade Rock. Rock misses the layup. But Gator comes away with the rebound. Rock missed it, a point-blank bunny right there. But Nichols with the offensive rebound. He's being checked by Wiley. Now back to Jordan Watson. They switch off Wiley. He's got him. Iden now with the ball. Maysville content to move the ball on the perimeter. Nichols going to try a three, and he got fouled. He's going to shoot three.
And that's great for Maysville. Gators typically pretty reliable with the foul line.
That foul was on Wiley. He came under Gator when he shot the basketball, and you've got to have him. They've got to have space to come down.
Yeah,
they try to protect the shooter there.
He didn't let him land.
First free throw in and out for Gator Nichols. 2:34 to play in this third quarter. Maysville with a 37-32 lead. Gator still has two free throws. His second free throw as the eyes rim is good. 38-32. Gavin Ferguson back into the game for Maysville. The only thing that, you get in some of these games and there's so much energy expended. Right now, Maysville has a rotation of 6. So that could wear them down a little bit as this game goes on. Nichols gets that third free throw. His team leads 39-32. Evans, they run a play for him to get a three-point shot, and he hits it. Devin Evans, he's got a couple threes in this third quarter of his own, and he draws Wyoming to within 4. It's 39-35. Nichols along the baseline, though, and he answers with a 2. 41-35, but here comes Wyoming back in a hurry. They get it to Gray on the left wing, and he hits a 3. That was Wiley, excuse me. And it's 41-38, and I think there was going to be a foul. It was stolen from Rock, and he fouls. So now at 41-38, Wyoming gets the ball back. Just under 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Billingsley back into the game for Wyoming. Evans with the basketball. He's certainly got a nice stroke, and he has come alive in this third quarter for Wyoming. He's got a couple of threes. He's got 13 points. He's got 3 threes in the basketball game. Right side of the floor to Gray. Gray gets a screen from Billingsley. Gray crosses over against Roerig. Roerig stops his penetration. Here comes Evans down the lane. Jump shot good from Evans. Evans, 8 points in the quarter. It's 41-40. Maysville's 8-point lead has evaporated. It's down to 1. 41-40. There's a minute 14 to go in this third quarter. Nichols into the lane, jump shot, no good. It was short, rebound off to Wyoming. Wiley will walk the ball up the floor. 1 minute to play exactly now in the third quarter. Wyoming looking to regain the lead. They have not had it here in the second half. Wiley back to Evans. He's going to try another 3. No good this time. Rebound. Gator Nichols has possession, and he's going to be a foul on number 5, Wilhelm. And they're going to shoot now because that is the 5th foul of the quarter. Not only is it a foul on the rebound, now you're going to send Gator Nichols to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, and he's typically pretty reliable, Dave, and I'll tell you, Wyoming's just shot the ball great.
Yep.
Third quarter, they've only missed twice.
3 for 4, Gator Nichols from the free throw line. He'll go back to the free throw line with a 41-40 lead. And his first free throw is good. Gator Nichols now with 17 points on the night. He's got 9 in the quarter, looking for his 10th point of the quarter. His team up 42-40. Second free throw, Gator eyes the rim, spins the ball, and that one hits the front of rim and goes out, no good. It's 42-40. Wyoming with the opportunity to possibly get the last shot of this third quarter. Wiley with the ball now on the left side of the floor to Bornholt. Bornholt hands it back to Gray. Wyoming not in a hurry. They look like they're content maybe to hold it for that last shot. Evans backs up the half court. Under 20 seconds to play now. Evans, and he's fouled by Ferguson. And I think that's going to put Wyoming at the line.
Yeah, it is. That's going to be the 15th foul on Maysville.
And I'm not sure what Gavin was thinking there because it was an obvious foul. He pushed him with 2 hands.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether he thought. I don't think he thought he'd get away with it. I think it was just I think it was just reactionary.
And the first free throw is in and out for Wiley. Iden checks back into the game for Cade Rock. 15 seconds to play in this third quarter. Maysville 42, Wyoming 40. Second free throw from Kellen Wiley. And it's good. Maysville 42, Wyoming 41. Wiley checks out of the game after making the free throw. Maysville is going to have 14 seconds now as the clock moves to get a last shot. Into the front court, 9 seconds. Nichols trying to get some space. Gets it to Watson, hands it back to Nichols. In the corner to Ferguson. Ferguson, jump shot. Baseline, good. Gavin Ferguson, his first bucket of the game. His team leads 44-41 at the end of 3. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. This is high school basketball presented by ABC Sports.
Hey, this is Jeremy with More Home Services. We're a local business established in 2019 that specializes in power washing, soft washing, staining, and more. Be sure to get a hold of us before the spring rush and get on our schedule. We are licensed, insured, and have a 5-star rating with over 200 reviews. Our number is 740-405-2047, or check out morehomeservicesoh.com. Also, good luck to Maysville in their pursuit of a state title. Go Panthers!
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school basketball. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, seasonal home, garage, farm equipment, Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website at patronsbuckeye.com.
Dave Hilliard, Richard Hall. We are ready for the fourth quarter here at Wittenberg, and it's a fantastic atmosphere in this gym. Packed house as Maysville has the basketball and a 3-point lead, 44-41 to start the fourth quarter. Nichols into the front court, gets it to Iden on the right wing. Iden picks up his dribble, but gets it back to Nichols. Nichols to Ferguson, just scored at the end of the court, at the end of the horn there. Gets into the lane, nowhere to go with it. Back to Watson outside. Ferguson now down the lane. He's fouled as he tries to lay it up and in, and that is going to be on Lyons. His first foul, but I think that's going to send. Wow, that was not in the act of shooting. So
I thought it was close, but they called it on the floor.
Yep, it was close. Nichols inbounds it to Iden. Iden into the lane, lost control, and it's going to be a turnover. Tried to make one more move with it and should have got rid of it. There's a bad decision from Wyoming. They tried to throw it ahead past the Maysville defense, and it's a turnover. They get it to Ferguson. He lays it up and in. And a blocking foul on top of that on Wilhelm.
Boy, that was a borderline bang-bang call, Dave. I thought the charge was coming, to be honest.
I did too, but he was standing underneath the basket. I mean, he's dead underneath the basket.
I think they got the call right, but you just never know because he was there. I think it was location. I agree with you.
I do too, and I that's why I like the charge arc. I mean, I like that in the college game, and you can see it here on the floor at Wittenberg. And he was in the middle of the charge arc. I mean, I hate that charge underneath the rim. So Ferguson. And that free throw in and out. 46-41, Maysville leads. 7:12 to play in the basketball game. Wiley walks the ball up for Wyoming. Into the front court now. Iden playing a little bit too close to Gray is going to foul him. And that's going to be Landon's first foul. 7:04 to play, just underway in the fourth quarter. Ferguson just got elbowed in the face, but there was no call. And there's going to be an illegal screen on Billingsley. That's an offensive foul. And that's Carlisle Billingsley's his second foul.
It's 3 fouls this early in the quarter, Dave.
As Brett has just mentioned.
We are a minute and 1 second in.
We've played a minute and 1, and there's been 3 fouls called on Wyoming. 5 get you free throws.
Yeah, that's great for Maysville because they're typically pretty good at the free throw line.
They've been pretty solid this year. 46-41 Maysville. Watson tried to challenge the much taller Billingsley, and Billingsley sends it back. And here comes Wyoming on a run out. Down into the left corner, there's Evans, and he hits another 3. Devin Evans on fire for Wyoming. He draws his team to within 2. It's 46-44 Maysville. Watson now into the front court for Maysville. Gets it to Iden. Close defense there by Evans. Now Watson's got it again. Hands it off to Gator Nichols. Nichols trying to find some room, and he throws it over Jordan Watson's head and out of bounds. An unforced turnover, and that's one of the few Maysville turnovers here in the second half.
Yeah, Maysville only had one in the third quarter, and they've had two in this fourth quarter so far.
Wyoming with the basketball. Evans over to Gray, and Gray was tipped away by Watson, who went way into the backcourt. He went and got it. And now Wyoming, and they're going to throw it out of bounds. Gray thought Billingsley was going to pop out. Instead, he passes it to a media person in the front row. And it's under the media table there.
The game of find the ball.
And they finally did come up with the ball. Now we're under 6 minutes to play in the game. Maysville 46, Wyoming 44. Nichols with the ball, being closely guarded by Gray. Gray reached in, tipped it away. Nichols gets it back. Penetrates, kicks it out to Ferguson. Ferguson on the dribble down the lane again, spins, dumps it off to Rock. This time Rock gets it to go. 48-44 Maysville. Wyoming with the ball on offense now. Gray on the left wing to Wilhelm. Back on top to Gray, a three from beyond the college line, and he connects. That was Wiley, Wiley from deep. And it's 48-47 Maysville. He was way beyond the college line. A good step or two behind the college three-point line. Now Gator Nichols with the ball down the lane. He's going to fire it across to Ferguson. Ferguson almost fell out of bounds with it, but gets it to Jordan Watson. Watson back to Gator Nichols on the right side. Looking for some room. Now to Iden. It's a one-point game. 4:38 to play with the clock moving. Ferguson not afraid, down the lane, layup, good, Gavin Ferguson. Gavin Ferguson with 6 points. That's a 30-second timeout called by Dave Brown. Richard, this game's going to go down to the end.
It sure is. Great drive by Ferguson. Shielded the defender with his body to lay it in. Great play. And then, of course, Dave Brown does a great job when you expend a lot of energy like Maysville just did, taking that timeout, wants to have some discussion, but also I think with only playing 6 guys, a little bit of rest here.
Exactly, trying to get them a little bit of a blow here before, there's got another 4.5 minutes to play in this basketball game. Maysville doing a fantastic job of just I think they're executing the game plan that Dave Brown has set for them.
They really have, and of course they can go on spurts. I'd really like to see Maysville get one more really good spurt here.
Yeah.
And that can happen, but they've just got to continue being solid. They've played well here in the second half.
It is now Wyoming basketball. 4:30 to play in the game. Maysville clinging to a 3-point lead. Both teams came alive offensively in that third quarter. Maysville with 22 points in the third quarter, and then Wyoming with 19, and both teams again, Wyoming's hit 2 threes here in the fourth quarter. Maysville answered with 3 2-point buckets of their own to keep that 3-point lead. Wyoming now with the ball, they run a little play for Wiley to get a 3-point shot, but he turned it down this time. Wilhelm on the right side now to Evans. He's been the other scorer for Wyoming here in this second half. Wiley into the lane. Challenges Roehrig, and he shoots it right over the top of him and lays it in. 50-49, Maysville by 1, underneath 4 minutes to play in the game. Every possession now is huge in the basketball game. Wilhelm guarding Gator Nichols. Screen from Roehrig, and they switch. Now they get it to Watson. He's being guarded by Evans. Gator Nichols down the lane. Going to shoot it, and he's fouled on the way up. That foul is going to be on Gray. Nichols is going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. And there is the 4th foul on Wyoming here in the fourth quarter. So one more foul on Wyoming. No matter where it is, you're going to shoot free throws the rest of the way.
I think that's big, Dave. If Maysville can control this and get to the foul line, you know, they typically shoot pretty well from the free throw stripe. So
flip side of the coin, Maysville has only committed one foul here in the fourth quarter. Nichols at the line now, first free throw. Dribbles it a couple times, eyes the rim, and that free throw is good. Nichols, he had 9 points in the third quarter, 17 on the game until he just added that free throw. He's got 18. Nichols will try this second free throw now. It's 51-49. And the second free throw is good. Maysville 52, Wyoming 49. 3.5 minutes to play. One of these teams is going to go to the state finals. And we'll find out in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Spin move inside. Shot missed by Wiley and rebound off to Maysville. Wiley got a little bit ahead of himself there. Wild shot, no good, and Maysville fights for the defensive board. Early on, Wyoming was getting some offensive boards, but Maysville done a much better job here as the game has gone on, not giving up those offensive boards. Ferguson with the ball, back to Jordan Watson. Watson being guarded by Evans, going to hand it to Gator Nichols. 2:40 to play. Clock's moving. Nichols trying to get space. He's being held. You can't lock your arm with him. You just cannot do that. Wiley is in disbelief, but he locked Gator's arm, and that's a foul. You cannot hold. So Nichols, as we just mentioned now, they're going to shoot 2 free throws the rest of the way. And he goes to the line to shoot a pair. Nichols, first free throw. Good from Gator Nichols. I loved it earlier in the game. There was a broadcaster from Spectrum over here, and Richard pointed out that Gator is not his nickname. That's his real name.
I just wanted to clarify that, Dave.
You needed to clarify that for somebody that would not know. Nichols, though, hits both free throws. His team has a 5-point lead and 2.5 minutes to play in the game. And there's a foul on the handoff. And it was probably a good foul, as Wiley was going to get downhill. But his foul, that's on Cade Rock, and Cade Rock has 4 fouls in the game now. 2:27 to play. Maysville 54, Wyoming 49. Inbound to basketball. Gray with it. He's going to try a college three, and it's short. Rebound, Gator Nichols. He throws it to Jordan Watson. Here comes Jordan Watson up the right side. He backs off. 2:14 to play. Clock moving. He's got Billingsley guarding him. I don't think Billingsley can stay with Jordan Watson on the dribble. Ferguson, he's fouled, and they foul on purpose.
Yeah, they're starting to panic a little bit, Dave. I think a little early to start that.
Bornholt fouls, sending Gavin Ferguson to the free throw line. Gavin has had a very good night on the offensive end. He's got 6 points for Maysville, and that's just bonus points, really, because you're not expecting, I don't think they expected Gavin to be scoring, and he hits the first free throw to give his team a 6-point lead. 55-49. Second free throw, good, rattles in. 56-49 Maysville, 2 minutes to play. Wyoming with the ball, needing a bucket. Wiley creates on the dribble, gets down the lane, he tries to dump it off to Billingsley, and it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be off Rock.
Great play by Rock, though, to break that up, knock it out of bounds.
Wiley drew the defenders, and he was trying to dump it off to Billingsley, but Rock saw it, got over in front of Billingsley, and knocked it away. Out of bounds play now for Wyoming. They get it in. Wiley's got it. Rock guarding him. Wiley gets all the way to the rim. He lays it up and in. Strong move to the rim, and that's a timeout from Wyoming, and that's going to be a full timeout, I believe. So we will take a quick break here. High school basketball presented by ABC Sports.
Your home and your car are likely your two biggest investments. Protecting them from unexpected damage is a prime concern to WB Green Insurance. They are proud to represent Westfield Insurance, a financial service organization that provides insurance products for your home, auto, and business. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield Insurance's pledge to their customers, along with personalized claim service that's fast and friendly. To learn how Westfield can help with your insurance needs, talk to WB Green Insurance today.
This is Leighton Wetzel from Lehi Real Estate, coming to you to tell you there's never been a better time to buy or sell a home. Give me a call today, 740-868-9847, or find me on Facebook at L. Wetzel, Real Estate Agent. Thanks and have a great day.
Game reset here at Wittenberg University. 1:45 to play. Maysville 56, Wyoming 51. It's Maysville basketball. 5 fouls on Wyoming here in the fourth quarter, so Maysville shoots 2 free throws the rest of the way on every foul. Wyoming coming out in a full court press here. Panthers with only 2 fouls here in the fourth quarter, and that's been big so far. We've got 1:45 to see if Maysville can manage to hang on to this one, and there is a violation on the inbounds. Ferguson got it, tried to get it back to Jordan Watson, who was taking out of bounds.
He threw it to him too soon, Dave. He hadn't cleared the baseline.
Got it to him just a little too quickly. Inbound play here from Wyoming. They've got it. Wiley with the basketball. They get it to Evans. Evans now to Billingsley on the perimeter. Wiley going to penetrate down the lane. He's fouled by Ruck, and he lays it in. Cade Ruck going to foul out of the game on that play. Wiley scores and is going to get a chance for the and one. Wiley with 9 points in the quarter. Landon Iden checks in for Rock, who fouled out of the game. Wiley, his free throw is good. 56-54, Wyoming leads. Ferguson's got the basketball, he gets it across half court. They've got numbers, but he pulls it back and gets it to Gator. 1:19 to play. Skips it over to Ferguson. Ferguson gonna get trapped, finds Iden. Maysville playing a little bit of keep away right now from Wyoming, and they're going to foul Ferguson with 1:05 to play. Gavin back to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Dave, the bottom line is Maysville just has to knock down their free throws, keep extending this lead.
And I think Wilhelm just fouled out of the game. He's trying to say that he did not, but he did. It was a definite foul. I mean, they were intentionally fouling. But I think they switched the foul. Free throw waiting to be shot here. Maysville at the line. Gavin Ferguson shooting a pair. 56-54, Maysville trying to hang on. 1:05 to play in the basketball game. Ferguson eyeing the rim on this first free throw attempt, and it's no good. It's off the back iron. He's going to get the second one. It's 56-54. 1:05 to play in the basketball game. Ferguson, second free throw. That one's good. Maysville by 3. It's 57-54. We are now under 1 minute to play in the game. Iden checking Gray. Gray, and it's stolen by Watson. Watson going to go to the rim. He lays it up and in. Jordan Watson steal and layup. 48 seconds. There's going to be a turnover from Wyoming. Oh, I thought Wyoming turned it over again. I thought that was off of Wiley.
It may have been.
I thought that was off of Wiley. I'd like to see the video on that one.
It was close. I mean, I can't even say the official got it wrong. I don't know.
Wyoming inbounding on the sideline. They get it to Billingsley. Back to Gray. Gray working against Iden. There's Evans. He's been the three-point shooter, and he hits that one from deep. And that's going to be a timeout. 59-57. Maysville by 2. Full timeout. We'll take a break in this Division 4 state semifinal. It's high school basketball presented by AVC Sports.
Looking to boost your career or find top talent for your team? Action Total Staffing has you covered. Whether you're job hunting or hiring, our expert team connects the right people with the right opportunities. Locally owned and operated since 1994, we are located at 2239 Maple Avenue in Zanesville. Call us at 740-450-8411 or visit our website at actiontotalstaffingohio.com. Job opportunities in Zanesville, Frazeysburg, Coshocton, Cambridge, and Byesville. Stop in and get your career in gear at Action Total Staffing.
Fourth quarter action here at Wittenberg University. Maysville 59, Wyoming 57. 38 seconds to play in the basketball game. Is it okay if I'm nervous, Richard?
Oh, I am too, Dave. What a shot to get Wyoming within 2.
Evans just hit a big three from beyond the college three-point line, and not really a great look. He was kind of fading on it, and I mean, he still knocked it down. Maysville will inbound it, and they're going to a football formation on the inbounds play. All 5 players on the baseline. Jordan Watson trying to inbound it. He wants to get it to Gator, and he does. Gator gets out of the trap. He's going to get it across half court on the dribble. 32 seconds. They tried to foul him, and they didn't call it. Now they are going to foul him. And that was not intentional at all. All the Maysville folks are wanting an intentional foul, but that was just 2 guys playing, and he just happened to fall on top of Gator.
Yeah, and that hurt.
Yep.
But I agree. He was just trying to foul him, and his momentum carried him and knocked each other.
Right.
And he fell on top of him.
Gator Nichols is going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. His team leads 59-57 with 28 seconds to play in this Division 4 state semifinal. Nichols got to go to the free throw line now. He wanted a towel, I believe, but Gator will shoot a pair. It's 59-57. He eyes the rim, and the first free throw is no good. It's off the back iron. Score remains 59-57. Nichols with a second free throw. Billingsley just checked into the basketball game for Wyoming. Nichols, second free throw. Eyes the rim, and this one's good. Maysville 60, Wyoming 57, 25 seconds. Wiley is going to try to get to the rim and wisely fouled by Jordan Watson.
And it's on the floor, which was a great foul. Another interesting thing, Wyoming has no timeouts left, Dave.
They have no timeouts left. Now Maysville has no more fouls to give. There's 20 seconds to play in the game. They're trying to inbound it. They do. Wiley's got it. He dribbles out behind the three-point line. They get it to Gray. Mishandled it. Takes it to Roig. Roig blocks it. And he fouls him on the second shot attempt. Gray got the rebound, put it back up, tried to reverse it. Roig got a piece of the ball, but he also got a piece of the man. Gray now will shoot 2 free throws, 11.7 seconds to play, and his first one is up and good. 60-58. Maysville with a 2-point lead, 11 seconds to go. Second free throw will be shot here from Gray, and we'll see what transpires in the last 11. He gets both free throws. Maysville, and they're fouled as Landon Iden gets the ball on the inbounds play with exactly 10 seconds to go in the game. 60-59. Now this gets us to this. If he would hit these and they have a 3-point lead, Richard, do you foul before they shoot a 3-point shot?
Yes, as well as they shoot the three, I'm going to gamble and I'm going to foul.
Well, if I'm going to ask Coach Wally at Muskingum, I know he's going to say foul. We'll see what happens here, though. We've got free throws to shoot. Landon Iden with a pair. Landon has not scored in the basketball game, and the first free throw's good.
But Dave, if he makes, yeah, you got to foul because they'll be up 3. But don't foul immediately. Get some time off the clock before you do that.
Right. 61-59. There's 10 seconds left. Iden gets a second free throw. That's his first point of the night. He steps to the line. He's got the basketball. He dribbles it 2 times. Eyes the rim. Free throw up. No good. Rebound off to Wyoming. 8 seconds. Wiley trying to find some room. He throws it ahead. He's got Bornhort underneath the bucket. He lays it up and in. 2 seconds. 1 second. And they called a timeout. They found Bornhort up the floor. And Wiley got it to him. And they're going to have a discussion about how much time is left in the game. There's 1.4 seconds on the clock. But I'm going to, I might assume they might add some to it. I'm not sure. It's 61 all. There's 1.4 seconds on the clock. Bornhort just scored his first bucket of the game, and it was a huge one. Maysville got a little bit disorganized on the defensive end, and they found Bornhort wide open underneath the bucket, and he laid it up and in. Nice shot fake, too, so he could get the shot up and in. And they've put time back on the clock. There's 2.5 seconds left in the game.
That's
now.
A big deal, 2.5 seconds.
Yes, it is.
Far cry from 1.4. But, Dave, I think Maysville was so concerned about the three-pointer that they sold out to rush to the perimeter, and he got underneath of him for the layup.
Well, they really, Wiley, I thought, was going to try to create to try to tie the basketball game, but instead he pulled up and he threw it ahead, and Bornhort wisely got to the rim and laid it up to tie this thing up with 2.5 seconds to play.
Knowing Coach Brown, they'll come up with something to give themselves a chance.
2.5 seconds. Jordan Watson will inbound it for Maysville. Here comes Gator off of his screen. He's not open. They get it to him, and it's stolen. Shot up. No good. Tip, no good. It was stolen on the inbounds play, and Wyoming got the last shot, but they missed it.
Boy, that was dangerous. That just about dropped in, Dave.
Overtime here at Wittenberg. It's 61 all. We come back for the overtime. This is high school basketball presented by ABC Sports.
Style, power, precision. The 2024 Ford Mustang GT Premium isn't just a car, it's a statement. With a luxurious leather-trimmed interior and the heart-pounding performance of a 5.0-liter V8, every drive is first class. Whether you're cruising Main Street or tearing up the open road, this Mustang is built for those who love to drive. Come to Doane Ford today before it's too late. Come down on 66870 Belmont Morristown Road or visit them online at DoaneFord.com. The Ross Frash Funeral Home in Crooksville and Roseville is locally owned and operated by hometown people, Vanessa Ross Frash and Brandon Frash. It's where compassion and affordability is their focus. They are caring and have attention to detail for you and your family. The Ross Frash Funeral Home wishes the best of luck to all local area teams in the playoffs.
Overtime ready to begin here at Wittenberg. Wyoming and Maysville locked up at 61 apiece as we start overtime. Maysville had the ball with 2.5 seconds left. We're running an inbounds play to try to maybe get a shot at least with 2.5 seconds left. It was stolen, and Wyoming got the last shot, a little baseline jumper that came off the rim, and actually they had a tip at it as well, which didn't go in either. And that means we've got 4 minutes of extra basketball here at Wittenberg.
Yeah, and he got a good look on that steal. It just rolled off the side of the rim. It just about dropped in, Dave.
Yes,
for
they had
Wyoming,
a really good look at that last shot.
But here we go, overtime.
Overtime, 4 minutes to decide it. It's 61-61. Billingsley jumping against Roehrig, and Wyoming is going to control it. Evans with the ball, and he has been a huge factor in this Wyoming comeback late in the basketball game. Wiley tried to penetrate to the basket, but he was turned away by Gator Nichols. Wyoming spreads the floor. Evans now with the ball. He hands it to Gray. Gray tried to create some space. Watson now switches back off onto Wiley. Wiley trying to give help because Wiley is very good with the basketball. He gets around Watson. Euro step around Kane Roehrig, and he scores. Kellen Wiley gives his team a lead, 63-61, as we begin overtime. They were very patient. They spread the floor. They got what they wanted, Wiley in space. But here comes Gavin Ferguson down the lane. It's knocked away. Now Watson's got it. Iden penetrates. Stopped by the much larger Billingsley at the rim. Watson now trying to get some space. He can't get any room. Nichols fouled out front by Gray. And Gator's going to go to the free throw line. Nichols will go to the free throw line. Gator in the fourth quarter, he was 5 for 6 from the free throw line. In that fourth quarter, he goes here for the first time in overtime. And his first free throw is good. 63-62, Wyoming by 1. 2:48 to play in overtime. 4-minute overtime in high school basketball. Quarters are 8 minutes, so the overtime is half of that. And Gator ties the game at 63 apiece. 2:42 to play in overtime. Wiley into the front court. He was injured early in the game. Now he gets around Ferguson. He's going to dump it off to Billingsley as the defense collapses on Wiley. And right now, Maysville does not have an answer for Wiley. They can't keep him from getting into the lane. Ferguson down the lane. Layup, good. Gavin Ferguson, he ties the game. Dave Brown's going to call a 30-second timeout to have a conversation, and I'm sure they're going to talk about defense and what they're going to do when Wiley's got the basketball.
They sure are. You know, they're going to talk about, contain, keep him in front of you, and then, limit them to one shot. Once they take that shot, they're going to want to make sure that they don't give any offensive rebounds.
Timeouts remaining in the game. Wyoming has 1. Maysville with 2. It's a tie game, 65 apiece, and I would expect Wyoming here with their possession to maybe spread the floor out again and try to give Wiley some space like they've done the first couple of times here in the overtime. Wiley very good with the basketball. He only had 3 points at halftime. He missed a lot of the second quarter, was injured and out of the game, but he has come back in with a vengeance. And he's got the basketball as the clock moves now to 2:10 to play here in overtime. Watson trying to come close enough to guard him and get the count going, but also being cognizant of trying to stay in front of him. And Wiley loses it on the way up. Roehrig got the rebound. Huge play there. Wiley had space, but he lost it on the way up. Nichols now for Maysville with the basketball. 1:47 to play. A lot of contact over there on Gator, but no call. Ferguson. He's got Bornhort working against him. Now to Jordan Watson out top. Minute 34. Watson. He's going to get inside. Shot blocked. Wiley came from behind and blocked it out of bounds.
That was just a good example of how athletic Wiley is.
Yes.
He came from behind and got it at its peak, I think, and knocked it away.
Maysville basketball, 65 apiece, 1:29 to play in the game. Little layup from Jordan Watson on the inbounds play, and he scores. His team back in front. It's 67-65. Wiley has the ball again. Working against Watson. Gets into the lane, spins. Watson turns him away that time. Gray with the ball now. Back to Wiley, 1:03 to play. Wyoming's going to call a timeout and talk about it. It's a full timeout. We'll take a quick break here too. This is the Division IV state semifinal presented by ABC Sports.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client, you're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
You're listening to high school basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON WILE Cambridge.
Overtime action here at Wittenberg University in this D4 state semifinal. Maysville 67, Wyoming 65, and it's Wyoming basketball. This has been an unbelievably played game and just intense fan involvement, player involvement. It's been a fantastic example of what you want high school basketball to be.
Absolutely, and just like you said, well played, exciting.
Billingsley with the ball on the inbounds. He's picked up his dribble. Now he's going to hand it back to Evans. Evans has really been a scorer in the second half. And boy, there was Ferguson getting in between the two players from Wyoming and almost had a steal. He knocked it out of bounds.
Great play by Ferguson.
52 seconds now. Billingsley gets the inbound. Gray's trying to get it back, but Landon Iden won't let him have it. He finally does get it back. He works on Iden. He gets down the lane, now backs up. Iden cut him off. Now he spins back, challenges Roerig, and he gets it to go. Gray, tough move at the rim. 30 seconds to play. It's a tie game, 67 all. And I would assume Maysville is going to try to hold it for one. Gator Nichols working against Kellen Wiley. Probably the best two players on the floor in this game tonight. 13 seconds, 12. Nichols gets it to Roerig at the top of the free throw line. Hands it back to Watson. Nichols now, 5 seconds. Timeout, Dave Brown.
Probably a good timeout.
4 seconds left. Maysville will take the ball out of bounds on the sideline with a chance to win it here in overtime. We'll take a quick break on this full timeout. This is the Division IV state semifinal presented by ABC Sports.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at The Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
4 seconds to play in overtime. This is a tie basketball game. Maysville and Wyoming tied at 67. It's Maysville possession. Sideline out of bounds right in front of their own bench. They've got a chance to get it in here and get a shot to try to win this thing in overtime. Jordan Watson is going to inbound the basketball. Maysville in a box. We talked, I think that was a good timeout from Maysville. They seemed a little disorganized. So now they're organized with a chance to get something here with 4 seconds to play. Watson will inbound it. Nichols comes out off the top. They get it to him. He's surrounded. He penetrates, steps underneath, shot up, and it's no good. The tip in came after the horn. And here we go with a second overtime at Wittenberg University.
He got a pretty good look, Dave. I thought he had a chance to knock it down.
He got a good look. Kind of one of those up and under step through moves. Shot off the front iron and tipped, but it was after the horn. The tip actually went in, so if they would have had any time left, it would have counted, but did not. So here we go, a second overtime from Wittenberg University. Another 4 minutes, and if you're playing in the second game tonight here in this gymnasium, you are ruining the fact that this game is going 2 overtimes.
You are, because it just totally blows up your routine that you've had.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, Dave, neither team missed a shot in the overtime.
Oh,
Wyoming was 3 for 3, and Maysville was 2 for 2 and 2 for 2 from the line.
Amazing. Both teams very patient on offense during that overtime. Spreading the floor, trying to create some space, not getting in a hurry, wanting a good shot. They got good shots and they connected. Both teams did. Now we're onto the floor for a second overtime. Wyoming 67, Maysville 67. We'll jump it up again. Kane Roehrig and Carlisle Billingsley will jump it at half court on the W here at Wittenberg University. And here we go for this opening tip of the second overtime. And it's tipped by Billingsley into the backcourt, but Gator Nichols runs it down. He beat Wiley to it. And Maysville gets the first possession of overtime, number 2. Watson with the ball. Gets it to Roehrig, now back to Gator Nichols. Nichols on the left side. Iden came off of a screen open, but Gator kept the basketball. Nichols gets some space down the lane, and it's blocked. And it's going to go out of bounds to Wyoming. A lot of contact on the play, but play on, and it went out of bounds off of Gator Nichols. So Wyoming gets their first possession here of the second overtime, and we've got a little full court press from Maysville. They had some success with this. They forced them into a turnover and a timeout earlier in the game, but it's just going to be straight man-to-man. No trapping from Maysville as Wiley walks the ball up the floor and into the offensive end. And he almost took too long, Richard. He walked it up, and it took him 9 seconds. But he attacks the rim, and he's going to get the little floater to go. Kellen Wiley scores, and he gives his team a 69-67 lead with 3 minutes to go in the game. Iden on the right side, trying to work against Gray. Now to Roehrig. Roehrig out on top to Ferguson. Ferguson, 2-3 zone from Wyoming. We have not seen it tonight, Richard, and they're doing it here in the second overtime.
Yeah, they just want to give Maysville a different look.
Probably a good idea, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Gray. We're trying to get it into the corner to Roehrig. 2 minutes, 31 seconds to play in this second overtime. Maysville will inbound it in the corner. It's usually a tough spot to inbound it, but they get it right into Gator. And again, this is a zone, a 2-3 zone from Wyoming, which Maysville has not seen the entire game, but Richard said in the pregame, this is a defense that they like to go to. Watson gets a little space, kicks it back to Roehrig. He's going to try a 3, no good. Rebound off, and he's going to be fouled on the rebound by Jordan Watson. That's going to send Devin Evans to the line to shoot a pair. Wyoming with a 2-point lead and a chance to add to it in this second overtime.
Dave, that may be the first shot Roehrig has taken in the second half.
I think you're right. First free throw is good. Evans, nothing but net there. Second free throw now. His team up 70-67. 2:11 to play in the game. Or I should say second overtime. And that free throw is good. Evans, really good shooter, and he connects on both. 71-67. Wyoming with a 4-point lead. Maysville needs a hoop here with 2 minutes to go in the second overtime. Watson now to Nichols. He penetrates down the lane, kicks it out. Ferguson thought about the three, now gets it to Watson. That was Iden. Corner to Nichols. Nichols fakes Billingsley in the air. 140. Maysville doing a good job being patient here. You don't just want to chuck something up. You want a good shot at it, especially at this stage of the game. Maysville's going to call a timeout, 30-second timeout to talk about it. They trail by 4. It's 71-67. There's a minute and a half to play in the basketball game.
Yeah, you have to be patient, but at the same time, you've got to attack the basket. So Dave Brown wisely, I think, called a timeout to set up the play.
I like the timeout. They had a good chance there. They had some of the gaps where they could have penetrated, and just nobody really wanted to flip the switch and try to penetrate that gap. Because in that zone, you got 6'8" Carlisle Billingsley standing back there protecting the rim.
Yeah, exactly. And their wingspan is wide enough. They take a lot of passing lanes away in that 2-3 zone. It's interesting, they haven't played it until late.
Yes.
And it's been effective for them so far.
It's been kind of a curveball for Maysville. I'm sure they prepared for it, though, because you've seen a lot of it on film. Maysville now, their opportunity to try to score, to get closer in the game. Nichols, he gets down the lane, kicks it in the corner to Watson. Three-pointer on the way, and it's good. Jordan Watson connects from deep. 71-70 now. Wyoming's lead cut to 1.
Big bucket, Jordan Watson.
Gator tried to come from behind and get a steal on Evans. Now Wiley's just going to have the ball in his hand. Now there's a minute to go. Gavin Ferguson on Wiley. Nichols comes over to trap. Gray has it in the corner. And it's stolen. Kane Roehrig gets it ahead to Gator Nichols. He's going to lay it up and in. Gator Nichols with 2. Maysville now leads 72-71. 40 seconds to play. A steal from Roehrig. He got it ahead to Watson. He laid it in. Wyoming trying to attack on the other end, and they're going to call a timeout to talk about it. Dave Brown imploring the Maysville crowd to get into it. Like he needs to do that, Richard. They're into it.
Yes, they are. They are Southtown at its finest, bringing the noise to the party here in the second overtime.
Well, unofficially, there were 2,244 tickets sold to the basketball game tonight.
Great environment, great crowd. It's what high school basketball is all about.
And I'm just going to say, if it was in a larger arena, you would not get this atmosphere that you're having right now.
No, this was a great choice for this game to create this type of atmosphere for a state semifinal. And it's just, kids are having fun. Both student sections are loud.
Somehow, Maysville, trailing, all of a sudden has found themselves back in front, courtesy of a couple of good defensive plays, and that's Dave Brown has preached that, I'm sure, the entire season long. He always talks about his team's got to guard and do all those things, so they actually came up with a huge steal there and got the lead. Now Wyoming will take the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket with 30 seconds to play in the game. Billingsley, they clear out some space for Wiley. Wiley takes it down the lane. He's going to lay it up and score. Wiley, good with the basketball in his hand, and here comes Gator Nichols back the other way. 18 seconds. Wyoming 73, Maysville 72. Nichols has it. Gets it to Watson, 9 seconds. Watson down the lane, out to Ferguson. He's going to try a three. No good. Rebound fought for. Out to Gator Nichols. His shot at the buzzer. Good! Gator Nichols!
It's good!
Gator Nichols! Gator Nichols!
Maysville!
Gator Nichols! Maysville! Unbelievably! Hits a three at the buzzer. They beat Wyoming 75-73. State Finals. Gator Nichols at the horn.
What a shot by Gator Nichols.
And I've got to say it since it happened a year ago today, but holy moly, what a basketball game. Nichols connects from 3 to send his team to the state finals. Oh my goodness, the teams are shaking hands. We're going to have to take a quick break here in the aftermath of just an unbelievable game here at Wittenberg. We'll be back right after these messages.
Looking for trusted dental care for the whole family? Dr. Darcy Wakefield and the team at Wakefield Dental have you covered. From pediatric to general and orthodontic care, they offer a full range of services. At Wakefield Dental, they focus on individualized treatment plans that not only create beautiful smiles, but build lasting confidence. Schedule your consultation today. Call 740-435-3100 or go to drwakefieldDDS.com.
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge, don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of the guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Wyoming to your left.
Dave Hilliard, Richard Hall, we are back at Wittenberg University, where just the incredible, the improbable Maysville Panthers came back from the dead in second overtime. They were down 4 points, and it looked, I'm just going to say, it looked bad. It looked bad for him, Richard. I just thought, man, it's finally going to come to an end, and it did not. An amazing end to a basketball game. Down 4 in the second overtime, Jordan Watson hit a 3 in the corner to give his team life. They get a turnover, they get the steal, they throw it ahead, and they get the lead back. So just an incredible way to get the lead back. But then Wyoming answers and gets back ahead, and now they've got the last possession. They got a shot, and I thought, oh my goodness, that's it. But rebound, they kick it out to Gator Nichols, who hits a contested 3 through some traffic to send Maysville to the state finals for the second year in a row.
It's just amazing that, you know, they get it back to Gator Nichols, and he's a gamer, Dave. He's the kind of kid that's going to hit that shot just because he works on his game so hard and just competes like crazy, and they all did. But I'll tell you, they just got quality minutes out of everybody. Gavin Ferguson, came in, was outstanding.
Yes.
Rig kept him in it, and he got him the lead, helped get the lead, was big in the first half. And I'll tell you what, and then Iden comes back in, was solid.
Yes.
Just when Cade Rock fouls out, we're talking off the air. Oh, that's a bad thing.
Yes.
But I'll tell you, they just all stepped up and hung in there and got a big win. And coming into this, as faithful as we are to Maysville, we thought Wyoming was a really good basketball team athletically, and Maysville just rose to the occasion and came away with the win.
Well, just an unbelievable ending, an incredible basketball game, a fantastic environment here at Wittenberg University. Now, I know this isn't going to be a popular opinion in Zanesville, but this was the perfect place to have this basketball game. A lot of complaining about the gym wasn't big enough. The gym was big enough. The gym was great tonight because it created a cozy environment, and the fans were right on top of the action, and they were into it the whole night long, and it was just a great high school basketball game that was played here tonight.
Sure was. The OHSA did a good job. Don Spinell and the basketball liaisons did a good job picking this location, and just what a great atmosphere. Going to 7 divisions, Dave, is going to have growing pains and figuring some things out. And, there was a lot of concern about the game being played here, but I'll tell you, what an atmosphere.
Well, I've got the final stats they just handed us from the staff here at Wittenberg, and I'll go through that because, frankly, at the end of that, Richard and I it was hard for us to keep track of what we were doing. Gator Nichols leads Maysville with 29 points and the huge 3 to finish it off to send his team to the state finals. Just unbelievable. 73-71 final score. I'm going to go back because they've already got there's another game here tonight. So Gator Nichols, 75-73. Got the score wrong there. 75-73. Gator Nichols leads Maysville with 29 points. Cade Rock with 4. But he found out of the game, but Cade battled all night as he does all season long. He played a great defensive game for his basketball team, and he rebounded. Landon Iden with a point. Kane Rohrig with 14, and let's just say Kane put the team on his back in the first half. He had 11 in the first half. Jordan Watson ends up the game with 18. He only had 3 at halftime. Oh, guess what? Jordan Watson has a big second half. I think I've said that before. Jordan Watson, again, just another great second half. And then the unsung hero, and I'm going to go ahead and do this one. I know Gator hit the three-pointer, but Gavin Ferguson is the Lock 9 Pizza player of the game tonight because he made an unbelievable difference for this basketball team. He had 9 points, and if you would have told Dave Brown that Gavin Ferguson was going to come in and have 9 points in the state semifinal, I don't think he would have believed us going into it, but that is just huge. He was very solid. He took care of the ball. He created things on offense. He played good defense. He had 9 points. Just a great game from Gavin Ferguson. He's our Lock 9 Pizza player of the game. For Cincinnati, Wyoming, Kellen Wiley, great player, 25 points tonight. Darren Gray, another really solid basketball player, 14. Devin Evans just shot the lights out in the second half. He had 23 points. Nick Wilhelm with 2, Reed Bornhort with 2, including the 2 that put this game into the first overtime. Billy Lyons had 1. For the game, Maysville, 46% from the field. And here is the key stat, I think, that is the reason why Maysville is going to play in the state finals. They were 12 of 21 from the three-point line. That's 57%. And you got to have a game like that to win sometimes, and they had it tonight, 57%. And then 15 of 21 from the free throw line, 71% for the game. Very good. Now, for Wyoming, they ended up shooting 58% from the field. They shot 50% from 3. They were 7 of 14. The difference, they only shot 14. Maysville shot 21. They made 5 more threes in the game. And a telling statistic again, 8 of 17 from the free throw line for Wyoming. That's only 47%, and that led to probably them losing when you think about all the free throws that they had the opportunity to make.
No question about it. You talk about all those things that come in a tight game. Free throw shooting is one of them. And if I can just go back to Gavin Ferguson for just a second, we talked about the 9 points, and you brought that up. But Dave, he was just solid. He was put in a situation today that he hasn't played in a a lot of those type of
Exactly.
situations. And he was just solid. Didn't panic, handled the ball well against some really good pressure at times, played great defense, almost got a steal late, knocked it out of bounds.
Right.
and just a good team win. But I just wanted to give a shout out to Gavin because
Yes.
I'll tell you, he was outstanding.
Well, Gavin Ferguson, our Lock 9 Pizza player of the game, and 2 seasons in a row, Maysville advances to the state championship game. And I know that's on Coach Brown's mind. He wants to make sure that his team is focused and ready to play come next Friday at 4:15 at UD Arena. Oh, what a basketball game. Just got to take a deep breath to try to digest that thing. It was something else. So glad that we were here to call the game. AVC Sports, again, we mentioned this is our 69th radio broadcast of the season. 70th one is
on right
already
now.
underway
Second
right
quarter.
now, Monroe Central. You got a score for us, Brett?
I believe it was 19-15 Monroe Central over Kirtland, the last I checked, which was just a moment ago.
All right, well, Wyoming, Maysville, an instant classic here. Maysville victorious as they win this game 75-73, and they advance to the state finals next Friday. Unbelievable contest, great atmosphere. Simply a pleasure to be here with Dr. Richard Hall and Brett Klein, my main man. Brett running the show tonight, and also some key observations, and he actually turned the mic on and talked some in here tonight too.
They let me do that today, and by they I mean me because I had the control.
You were in charge, Brett, and whatever you say goes. So we certainly enjoyed being here. And guess what? I know I'm going to be at UD Arena next Friday to call the next game unless Brett changes his mind and doesn't want me to go.
ABC Sports will be in UD Arena next Friday to cover
We
the
will
state
be
finals
there.
for the second year in a row, Dave.
And we will also mention that we will not be providing live video because it's the state's, it's their song and dance up at UD Arena, and they control those things. They have a contract with Spectrum. You can catch the state finals on Spectrum. We will have radio coverage, though, and I know we're not going to talk to Coach Brown tonight, but I hope I see him after the game, congratulating him on what a great basketball game his team played tonight, and congratulations to Maysville and all of Southtown that seem to be here in the gymnasium tonight. That's going to wrap everything up here from Wittenberg. I'm Dave Hilliard for Dr. Richard Hall and Brett Klein. We certainly appreciate everyone that tuned in to listen to boys high school tournament basketball presented by AVC Sports.
You've been listening to High School Basketball on 107.9, 98.5 Nash ICON. High School Basketball is a presentation of AVC Sports.